What I would love to see is a society where every single individual is treated with dignity and respect. A society that is safe and free from any form of violence. We are going to work towards that by using a survivors movement. My name is Wangu and I am the founder and executive director of Wangu Foundation. Between 45 and 46% of women and girls have gone through a form of sexual or gender-based violence in Kenya. In 2005, I started the Wangu Foundation that works towards restoring dignity to survivors of sexual violence, where we go out creating awareness on the issue, and then we have people coming to us to ask for support. So we offer medical, psychological, and legal redress to survivors of sexual violence and their families. We also work on policy formulation, but also enforcement of existing laws and policies in the country. We incorporate government for them to understand that they need to have services for all survivors to easily access them. We've managed to support men, women, and children to access comprehensive care and support. We've been able to help a number of survivors of sexual violence to get their cases to court. And case in point, one of the success stories that we handled where a perpetrator was apprehended and convicted and given a sentence of 19 years for the crime he committed. The reason why I started the foundation is in 2002, I went through a rape ordeal through a carjacking incident. On our way home, we were carjacked and the perpetrators they dropped off the men and left me in the car with them. During that process, they took me to a place where it was bushy, and he ended up giving me a bullet to hold and told me to choose life or death. So I didn't have a choice and I chose to leave, and so he raped me at gunpoint. I didn't give consent, and because I didn't give consent, then that by itself is a violation of my body, but also my rights as an individual, because every single person needs to be treated with dignity and respect. After my rape ordeal, there are challenges that I faced during that particular time. The perception with my family, with friends, and with the society, where instead of asking you what happened, they actually blame you for the violations, because they ask questions like, so how are you dressed? Where were you? What were you doing at night? What company were you keeping? Were you drunk? So they put more blame on you than the perpetrator. One of the ways that you can support survivors of sexual violence is actually listening to them. And also, if you find somebody being violated, don't be a bystander. You need to take action by either supporting them, by stopping the person who's violating them. You can give information to the survivor to ensure that they get to hospital, to get a medical report that they can use to report to the police. But remember, the decision lies with them. The role of the church is to ensure that they create a safe environment where survivors of sexual and gender-based violence can come to them for support, but also to work with them during their healing process. And the church needs to take the front line to addressing the issue at the pulpit.